The difference between a leader who inspires growth and the one that just causes chaos is one thing: principles. Hi friends, welcome back to Chichi's Space, where I'm committed to your faith, your personal development, and your career growth. If you're new to this channel, I'm Mesiduro, a human capital developer who is so passionate about making sure you become a valuable person while growing a community of valuable people. In today's video, we're going to be talking about something important and pivotal to grassroots leadership. And these are 5 principles that would help you become a powerful grassroots leader. And if you ignore this, it's going to damage your influence, no matter the title or position you hold. If this sounds like something you're interested in, then subscribe to this channel and watch this video. So I used to think that leadership was just about managing people, producing results, until I realized how frustrating it can be when you're not leading with the proper tools. So whether you're leading from the front, from the middle, or from behind, it is very important to know that leadership is not about the position you hold, it's about the principles you play by. These are the values that shape how you lead, how people interact with your leadership, and how long your influence will last. If you ignore these principles, your leadership will end up being unstable. But if you play by these rules, then you could build something that lasts, something people can trust. Principle number 1 is the principle of ownership. Great leaders take responsibility, not just for their success, but for their mistakes, their setbacks, and their outcomes. It's easy to want to stand out there and say these are your successes, but how easy is it for you to take ownership and for your failures or for your mistakes? But this is very important because when you do this, your team begins to see that you are a leader who takes responsibility. And then you are now building a culture of accountability in your team. But the moment you don't do this, you are growing a blame culture amongst your organization. And your respect will definitely drop because your followers have noticed that you don't own up to whatever the outcome may be, positively or negatively. This is a principle that has helped great leaders build lasting influence. Principle number 2 is the principle of service before status. Now, leadership is not just about the perks that comes with it. It's about the people. So, great leaders serve first and they lead second. When you do this, you realize that you're building people who are loyal to you. And your team members will be people who feel like they are seen, not just there to do work. Lastly, you would also realize that you're not just being obeyed, you are respected. But if you ignore this principle, you're going to eventually see it in the kind of results your team produced because they would do the barest minimum. Nobody's going to want to go the extra mile because they don't feel like they are being seen, recognized, or appreciated in that community. Now we are on to principle number 3, which is what I call the principle of clarity and communication. People cannot follow what they don't understand. So as a leader, it is your job to be clear, not just correct. When you do this, you realize that people know where they stand and then people understand the goal perfectly. So work is being done perfectly. But if you ignore this principle, you realize that you're just building a team of confused people who will be making a lot of mistakes and will eventually delay the results. Principle number 4 is the principle of self-leadership, and I like this one very much because before you lead people, learn to manage you, learn to manage your time, learn to manage yourself, learn to manage your resources, learn to manage your growth. Okay, and the moment you're able to do this, you realize that your leadership experience is a kind of consistency, and then you begin to set standard. You are the standard, you set the standard, and people will follow your example. But if you fail to do this, there will be a lot of chaos in the team and you will begin to react to things emotionally rather than intentionally, and then your word will no longer carry weight in the team. And trust me, that's very bad for leadership. And principle number 5, which is the last principle in this video, is the principle of growth and development. See, as a leader, you're not just building a team. You need to focus and be intentional about building the people in the team. People want to know that you are committed to their growth and personal development. Let the time they've stayed with you reflect in them becoming a better person. They should be able to say, I was at this point when I met you, and now I'm at this point. There is significant and measurable growth. That is the principle of leadership. You don't leave people the same way you met them. Let them grow, let them develop. Okay? Because when you do this, you are raising a team of skilled and intelligent people, skilled and smart people. And not just that, you are raising future leaders. Beyond raising future leaders, you are also raising a legacy. Because wherever these people go, they will always know that you impacted their life, you contributed to their growth, and you are a part of their story, their developmental story. But if you don't do this, then the people in your team begin to plateau. They just get to a certain height, and I think there are leaders, and these are bad leaders, who intentionally want to keep their team members at a particular spot. This is bad for you, because also when you do not allow them grow and develop, it affects the kind of results the team will produce. So you become the ceiling. Wherever your ideas reach or whatever you can produce is what the team can produce, which is not good for leadership. So as we wrap this up, I want you to know that the title you have could open doors for you, but it's the principle you play by that will keep people working with you. So whether you're the one leading the team or you're holding things from behind, it's important you note that leadership is about how you treat people, how you show up, and what you stand for. Because when leadership is built on principles, it's not just effective, it becomes transformational. Which leads me to the question for today. So which of these principles is very important for your current leadership journey? Let me know in the comment section. I want to hear from you. Let me know in the comment section. And if this video gave you something to think about, please make sure you like it, hit the like button, and share with your friend who is ready to lead others. Share with them. Make sure you subscribe to this channel and hit the notification bell so you know when my next episode comes up. See you in the next episode.